It's Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun in a big hurry.
Maybe she's late for a very important date.
Hey, it's Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun.
Big whoop.
Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun, I presume?
That's me!
How are you today, Fluffy?
I'm fuzzy and fluffy and cute and cuddly, and I just couldn't be happier. Oopsie, I just told an itty-bitty fib. You see, ever since that bad Mr. Nefarious started messing up Cutopia with his nasty machine, I've been just an eensy bit cranky. That nasty man is ruining everything! Just look at my meadow! Nasty, nasty, nasty! It's just not fair! Oh, golly! Listen to me. I'm being a great big grouchy pants. I should be welcoming you. Welcome, welcome.
Thanks so much.
No, thank you. I love to make special new friends. Oh, boy, is it a beautiful day.
I guess Nefarious' attacks have you pretty shaken up.
Golly, yes, but it gets much, much worse. You see, some bunny gave me this cotton candy to cheer me up. But I prefer popcorn! What did I do to deserve this? I'm just a perky, cute little bunny with shiny soft fur. Why me? Why me?
Right. Considering what Nefarious has done to this meadow, I guess we should be thankful he didn't hit us.
You know, I think we have my lucky charm to thank for that.
Oh, a charm?
Oh, it's just a little rabbit's foot I carry around with me.
Flux.
Don't worry. I know he was just trying to say something nice, like how bunnies are lucky and lovable and good to have around. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said anything at all.
So, Fluffy, what exactly do you do around here anyway?
Do? Why, my job is being the cutest little bunny in the whole wide world. My big bunny ears are cute. My little bunny bottom is cute. Why, even my teeny little poops are cute. Hooray! Hooray for me!
And I'm sure those teeny little poops smell better than flowers, right?
Do they ever want to sniff my sweet fluffy bottom?
Hey, guess what? No!
Do you know King Hugh?
Oh, yes. I just love Huey. He's so good and wise and happy and good-looking.
Good looking?
Of course. Every bunny is good-looking in their own special way. Even you.
That's nice.
Nice is my specialty.
So, Fluffy, what's so bad about cotton candy anyway?
Well, gee, nothing at all, I guess. Except that I hate cotton candy! Oh, my poor little tummy! Whoa! Woe is me!
Well, Fluffy, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, boo! It's always sad to see friends leave. Oh, well, oh. I'd like to give the whole world a great big fluffy bun hug. Wouldn't you?
Sure, I guess.
But you can't, 'cause you're not fluffy bun.
For which I am eternally grateful. If we don't stop Nefarious, someday all of Cutopia will look like this. A barn. A scarecrow asleep on the job. Hello?
Drew, what do you think you're doing?
Well, I thought maybe, you know.
You thought this rag-clad bundle of straw was alive, didn't you?
No. Well, okay, maybe I did. It's not like I haven't seen weirder stuff.
Oh, Drew. Even in my world, the Scarecrow is just a...
Hello?
Scarecrow.
You were saying?
Hey, did one of you minxes call me a rag-clad bundle of straw? Or did that all happen in some beastly dream? I don't know. Dreams are the strangest things, aren't they? I had to simply divine one the other day. I was floating high above the world, the wind gently cradling and caressing me as I gracefully swooped and pirouetted in the air. Oh, and through all of it, I was wearing this teal chiffon scarf that was to die for. It can be really quite devastating, waking up from a dream like that, can't it?
Yeah. So, Mr. Scarecrow, what are you doing here? Just hanging around?
Hardly. If you must know, I'm watching over my babies.
Your babies?
The crows, darling, the crows.
You might want to take another look at your job description. As far as I know, scarecrows are supposed to scare crows.
For your information, I am not a scarecrow. I am a carecrow. Who do you think cares for all the little birds? Florence Nightingale?
Sounds about right.
And take it from me, bullying birds is one thing, but it takes a much stronger sort to look after them. Why, the wear and tear from throwing seed alone. Just look at these hands. Are these the hands of the idol? I don't think so, sailor. Well, I suppose it's the price I pay for not wearing rubber gloves. But have you seen the gaudy colors those things come in? Yuck. No, thank you. I'd rather my hands fell off at the sleeve than be caught wearing those fashion faux pas. I know, I'm terrible, aren't I?
Well, I have to say, you are the smartest dressing carecrow I've ever met.
Oh, you are a sweetheart, aren't you?
Oh, I dig the cloak. It's good.
This old thing? Hate it. I call it Cape Fear. It's not like I had any choice in the matter, you know? I'd give anything for a nice new outfit. Actually, I'd give this cloak. I'm afraid it's all I've got. I don't suppose you boys could find it in your hearts? Oh, but no, what am I saying? I've crossed the line. I'm asking much too much.
I suppose we could help you out.
Really? Would you?
Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? We're going clothes shopping for a scarecrow?
Tell you what, you give us a cloak and we'll get you a nice sport coat or something.
A sport coat? How positively dismal. No, this has to be the right outfit. I want something I can wear all day long and all year round, but it doesn't have to be out of this world. I don't want to have a hair out of place, nothing too sappy, and not too many bells and whistles. I don't want a big top, and definitely no cross-dressing. Got that?
Sure. I know exactly the outfit you need.
Yeah, so do I. A straight jacket.
It must be kind of lonely for a sociable guy like yourself, hanging around in this empty cornfield.
Yeah, I mean, face it. You could probably talk the cornstalk.
Well, you fellas certainly have my number. I do like a good chinwag. Chatting with you is so much fun. I'm having a ball. I feel I could tell you two anything, everything, and you'd understand.
Oh, good.
Don't get me wrong, I love my babies. Bless their little feathered hearts. But I'm afraid gossiping with them is a bit of a one-way street, if you know what I mean. To their credit, they are good listeners, and that's very important, as we all know. I mean, don't you just want to scream when you get stuck with someone who goes on and on and on, and doesn't let you get a word in edgeways? Yes!
So I gather you don't get to the palace much.
You gather right, honey. But I do have an occasional chat-see with King Hugh. That poor man.
I really feel for the guy. It must be rough having your kingdom come under attack.
Oh, you big silly. That's the least of his troubles. I mean, just look at his ensemble.
Huh?
Those baggy royal robes. Ugh, I just cringe. I mean, you'd think a monarch could afford a tailor. Now, if I were king... Having impeccable dress sense would be mandatory for all my subjects. Needless to say, I'd lead by example. And believe you me, I'd get tough on those who continue to show poor taste in their wardrobes. I'd rule with a moisturized fist in a cherry velvet glove. Oh, what a darling little world that would be, don't you think?
Sure, a fashion dictatorship headed up by a straw man? Sounds swell.
So if we bring you a new outfit, you'll give us your cloak, right?
Honey, for a new outfit, I'll give you my and sing Act 2 of West Side Story.
Thanks, but we'll just stick with a cloak.
So, how does a nice parka sound?
A parka? What are you trying to do? Kill me with humiliation? Slay me with dreariness? Oh, the hideous monotony! I can't breathe!
Okay, no parka. Now, what should we bring you?
I told you. I want something I can wear all day long and all year round, but it doesn't have to be out of this world. I don't want to have a hair out of place, nothing too sappy, and not too many bells and whistles. I don't want a big top, and definitely no cross-dressing.
Well, at least he isn't picky.
Well, we gotta be going.
All right, boys, but don't forget about your friend the Scarecrow. Be sure to keep me posted. As if I wasn't already.
Poor old thing. I hope his last years are happy and healthy ones.
Get real. He's a pot of glue waiting to happen. Is anybody home? Just answer yay or nay. And we have our answer.
Straight from the horse's mouth. One wild, woolly sheep. Well, woolly anyway. Extremely strong-smelling fertilizer.
It's the kind of smell that makes you sit up and take notice, and then stand up and take off.
A cow. Hello, ladies.
Psst, Drew, let me handle this. I'm a whiz with foreign languages. Oh! Mama be do! Hubba hubba, ring-a-ding-ding, cowabunga!
Are you speaking to us?
Do you?
Oh, you must want some butter. I'm terribly sorry, but there isn't any more.
None at all.
Butter? No, we...
You see, the Churnatron is broken.
But
Hey, no big deal.
I know how upset you must be. Without butter, life is barely worth living. All of Cutopia mourns my pure, sweet creamery butter.
unhappy day, unhappy day.
But we will soldier on, and you must as well.
Courage.
Say, aren't you ladies supposed to be on all fours?
Of all the nerve!
Oh my goodness.
No. That's not what I meant. Really, it's not. It's just that in my world, forget it. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Well, anyone with the good manners to apologize is welcome in our stable.
By the way, my name is Drew, and this here is Flux.
Goodness me, where are my manners? I'm Marge, and this is Polly. And this machine is my lifelong friend and partner, the Churnatron.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Did you say the Churnatron was broken?
Yes, I'm afraid the poor thing is on the fritz, and has been for quite some time. Oh, it seems like an eternity since my last milking. I don't mind telling you that my rosy red swollen are in desperate need of a good sucking from old Churney here.
Actually, I mind you telling me that.
You see, we were a team. Together, we made the sweetest, purest butter in all of Cutopia. Without my partner in cream, all I have left are my memories.
Look, I'm sure it's a real shame about Mr. Suck here, but there's more to life than butter. Right, Drew?
All right. I mean, you've got this quaint little barn to live in, and all the hay you could ever want, and Flux.
Did we mention this lovely barn? Ooh, besides, you could have a career in the beef business. A short one, of course.
It's sweet of you to try to cheer us up, but butter is my life until the Churnatron is fixed. things just won't be the same.
So, what exactly happened to the Trinitron anyway?
I'm afraid it may have broken down from simple overuse. I do so enjoy making butter.
1 minute it was working fine, churning away. Then all of a sudden a metal thingamabob flew off. We looked everywhere, but we couldn't find it.
If only we had a way of getting that part. Without it, my life is meaningless.
You know, Marge, meaning, purpose, all that stuff is overrated. Hell, just ask Flux here. His life is completely pointless, and he's loving every minute of it.
You betcha, sweet Bippy. As a revered Zanian philosopher once said, those who seek meaning in their lives are... What the... Ah! He was run over by a runaway ice cream truck before completing his last work. But for all us Zanians, there is profound meaning to be found in timely death.
I know what you're trying to do, and I thank you. You're good people, but I'm afraid for a domesticated bovine, life is empty when you have a sack full of souring milk.
Amen!
The horse seems a little quiet.
Elmer? Yes, Elmer's special.
Special?
You know, it's a nice silo, but it isn't holding any grain, if you grasp my meaning.
No grain.
Grain? I just figured he was a total retard or something.
Sorry, ladies. Flux is special. He suffers from foot and mouth disease, if you grasp my meaning.
Huh?
So long, ladies.
We have to move along. Move along? Get it?
That's a very bad joke.
Are they making fun of us?
Of course not, Polly. These are our friends.
Whew. Comments like that make me feel like I'm about 3 feet high.
You are about 3 feet high.
Cool. For a second there, I thought I developed a conscience.
Oh, yuck. This is useless. I don't think I'll be able to find anything just digging through a haystack. Flux, could you search that haystack?
Sure, buddy. No luck, Drew. Just digging around isn't getting us anywhere.
Bovine butter making machine. Hey, ladies.
You boys must be hot and thirsty. Would you like a nice suck of milk?
No! Thanks. I see you still haven't found the metal thingamabob for your Trinitron thingamajig.
No, and we've looked everywhere.
Now, excuse my lack of technical savvy, but what exactly is the difference between a thingamabob and a thingamajig?
So Elmer never says a thing.
No, just choose. Oh, and sometimes he snorts.
So Elmer doesn't talk, huh? Well, I suppose a horse is just a horse.
Of course, of course.
And nobody's heard of a talking horse. Unless... Ciao, cow.
Au revoir, funny-looking guy with the short purple friend.
I'm sure it wouldn't hurt if I just took one. This guy's as camp as a row of tents. We're back.
Well, if it isn't the dynamic duo! Nice to see you boys again.
King Hugh has been very kind to me, despite the fact that I'm a stranger to these parts.
Oh yes, he's a darling. But he should really try venturing out into the great outdoors a little more often, don't you think? I mean, that yellow complexion of his just doesn't scream healthy to me. I, on the other hand, get plenty. In fact, a little too much sunlight. That's why I wear this hat. Not only is it a must accessory, it also protects my hair from sun damage. Between you and me, my hair can get so dried out and unmanageable. It's like straw.
But it is like straw.
Well, thank you.
So you're willing to trade your cloak if we can find you something,
You gotta be kidding. You mean you don't remember the spiel?
I want something I can wear all day long and all year round, but it doesn't have to be out of this world. I don't want to have a hair out of place, nothing too sappy, and not too many bells and whistles. I don't want a big top, and definitely no cross-dressing.
Thanks. I admire a guy who knows what he doesn't want. So long.
Oh, I can't stand it. I just hate goodbyes.
A nasty-looking squirrel. The door to the squirrel's treehouse.
That's a malevolandian briar patch. Hedgium thornius et ouchum.
I can't pick that pepper while that briar patch is in the way.
You doing, gents?
Hello.
Lovely day for a stroller, ain't it? BB Wolf at your service.
BB?
Short for Big Bad.
Catchy.
And practical. Big Bad is a real mouthful.
Another will be the mouthful. With whom do I have the treasure speaking?
I'm Drew Blanc, and he's Flux Wildly.
Pleased to meet you.
That's nice. Anyway, we'd better be going.
Stick around a memento, fellas. I got a little flavor to ask you. See, I'm having some friends for dinner this evening, and I was hoping you might bring me a bottle of tasteful vino to accompany my riposte. Without my evening glass of wine, I get a little testies, if you snatch my drift.
Hey, I can feel a little testes myself when the mood takes me.
Consider your drift firmly snatched, Mr. Wolf.
Please, call me BB. I persist.
All right, BB. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for some wine.
Pardon me, friends, but I do believe there's been a small incommunicado. See, I'm not asking you to keep an eye out. I'm telling you to bring me some stinking wine if you want to get through these woods alive.
Okay.
Good. Now I want to wish you and your friend good luck in your missionary.
That's real big of you, BB.
Of course, everything about me is big.
That's funny. I was just thinking, what big eyes you've got.
All the better for seeing how you ain't got my wine yet. Get going. Now. Ciao.
Hello, fiend.
Greetings and salivations.
Just so we're, completely clear on this, what kind of wine did you want us to get?
Only the finest voltage. Something with a nice croquet and a fancy label.
Finest vintage. Nice bouquet. Fancy label. Got it.
You haven't got a thing. Now stop asking stupid questions and get me my wine before I get infuriated.
So, baby, do you prefer red or white?
Meat?
Wine.
Either, as long as it's classy.
An excellent choice, sir. Well, we've got to go.
Yeah, we're off to see our grandmother.
That's just fine by me, just as long as her cellar's well stoked.
I don't think the squirrel will let me do that.
Look, Drew! It's Zany Do! That's where I live.
That's a precariously perched pachyderm.
And that's an obnoxiously oratorical observation.
That's the most ridiculous contraption I've ever seen.
Of course it is! It's the Zany Do shuttle!
A hand holding a peanut. Or, in other words, my boss, awarding me my annual bonus. My pal Flux. an empty hand. Or, in other words... Hi there, Jumbo! What's up beside you, of course? I don't think the elephant is much of a talker. That's the most ridiculous contraption I've ever seen.
Of course it is! It's the Zany Do shuttle!
Looks like a gear shift. This is getting us nowhere.
Well, technically speaking, we're somewhere, but I guess it's not the somewhere you had in mind.
This is getting us nowhere. I guess an unconscious mouse ain't all that scary. Sorry, little fella, but it's time to wake up and smell the...
We're going to Zany Do! I love going to Zany Do! Are we there yet?
Zany Do.
Where seldom is heard an intelligible word, and the mango and diesel souffle.
Your national anthem?
Yup! Home on deranged. That path on the right is the way to whack me.
Say what?
Thank you for choosing Zany Do Tours. The building on your left is Jim's Gym. Jim's Gym! Zany Do's fitness center and designated drop zone for doggy doo-doo.
Excuse me, sir.
Outhouse Security. I'll have to ask you gentlemen to step away from the rest facility.
Oh yeah? Or else what?
Citizens, in my capacity as an outhouse security professional, this Flushing establishment and its surroundings are within my jurisdiction. In short, from where you stand, I am the law. As such, I am authorized to deal with scoundrels, gangsters, charlatans, miscreants, rapscallions, ne'er-do-wells, and all other troublemakers as I see fit. This would include mercilessly beating you about the head with the shovel.
I think we better just do whatever he says.
I swear if it wasn't for the fact we can flip him off. Big time!
Let me get this straight. You're guarding this outhouse?
Correct. No one is allowed inside until the clock strikes the end of my shift. Zany Do Penal Code Section 7, subparagraph 12.
What if it's an emergency?
A fish flushing emergency.
Fish flushing?
Well, yeah. What else would we do in there?
Sir, I would caution you that entering an outhouse for any reason other than to flush fish would be considered toileting with intent, for which I can and will cause you pain.
Hey, what else would we do in there? Right, Flux? So, we really can't go inside?
We promised not to make a mess.
You can neither go inside and make a mess, nor go inside and not make a mess.
Well, what about making a mess and then going inside?
The Zany Do clock will signal the end of my shift. At that point, and not a second earlier, you and your friend will be free to fish flush.
Boy, that is one dedicated security guard.
I'll say.
No, I mean really dedicated. The Zany Do clock is broken. It hasn't chimed in years.
Jeez, that's a hell of a shift. I'll bet he's pooped.
Could be. Plus, he's probably tired.
Officer, I just want you to know we're both very impressed by the fine job you're doing here.
Thank you, citizen. Now please, move along and...
However, I think it's only fair to inform you that the clock you've been waiting to hear strike the end of your shift. You know, so you can go home to your loved ones, maybe get a little rest, watch a ball game. Well, it's broken.
It hasn't chimed in years. Years!
So you see, your shift was over a long, long time.
No citizen shall knowingly deceive or otherwise mislead, defraud, hoodwink, or dupe an outhouse security professional in the course of his, her, or its duty.
Hey, I have never hoodwinked.
I wouldn't dream of duping.
Or said security professional shall raise a big hairless bump on the aforementioned citizen's noggin and or noggins.
Have a nice day, officer.
Yeah, a nice never-ending day. Look, we just want to flush some fish. Is that so wrong?
I believe I've made it very clear to you two that fish flushing hours are over. Come back after the Zany Do clock has chimed out the end of my shift. At that time, I shall spend exactly 30 minutes perambulating to my residence, and after ensuring that my dwelling is tidy and secure, will retire for the evening. Until then, I shall guard this flushing establishment with the selfless devotion expected of an outhouse security professional.
How about a bribe?
What could you possibly offer me to make me break the law, and in so doing tarnish the spotless reputation of the toilet sentry?
Drew?
Satisfaction of knowing you've helped someone in need?
So long, gentlemen.
Nice one, buddy.
Pity. I thought you were about to offer me a comfy chair.
Yes, we can get that. Just let us in.
Attempting to bribe an outhouse security professional is in direct violation of Zany Do Penal Code Section 5, subparagraph 13. Cease and desist, or ready your hiney for the mother of all spankings.
Look, we don't even know what time your shift ends. Can you just slip away and take a quick look at the clock and see if your shift is over?
I can't leave my post to look at clocks. Civil Code Section 8, Part...
But if you checked the clock and it really was fish flushing time, then you wouldn't actually have left your post. Because, technically, you would have already been off duty. Am I right?
Could you repeat that?
Zany Do Civil Code Section 5, subparagraph 25. In the unlikely event that the Zany Do clock is broken, an outhouse security professional may be relieved from his duties by the commode commandant. The commandant is easily identified by his purple complexion and green glasses.
Officer, 10 hut! I'm relieving you from your duties. Dismissed.
As an outhouse security professional, I am exposed on a daily basis to the scum of this world, to the dregs of society, and by this I mean, of course, the general public. There isn't a scam, swindle, or sting I haven't seen, heard, or smelled, so I find your commode commandant routine painfully transparent. P.S. Any future attempt to pose as an outhouse security officer, senior or otherwise, will result in the prompt insertion of my fist into your eye socket.
Lieutenant Blanc, 10 hut, retreat!
We have to go, but before we do, I want you to know that talking to you has been like beating my head against a brick wall. Only more so.
Thank you, citizen. It's been a pleasure thwarting your illicit activities.
That guy sure packs a lot of attitude into a small space.
Ah, you know what they say. Obnoxious things come in small packages.
Yes, I've heard that. Some hazardous-looking gymnastics equipment.
Faster slug.
Hi there, I'm Drew. This is my friend Flux.
Oh look, two scrawny stick figures have wandered accidentally into my world-famous gym by accident. You will recognize it by the sign reading, "Yes, girls, come inside now. We have petite sizes."
Let me guess. Your gym.
Ooh, I am becoming flabbergasted. To my surprising, your little monkey head actually contains a tiny brain.
Actually, my species parted ways with the monkeys a long time ago. Then we started to use tools, grow vegetables, and domesticate lesser mammals, such as the canines.
Ha ha! While the monkey man grows vegetables, I am growing muscles.
I don't think he has any idea what I was talking about.
Yeah, well, that makes 3 of us.
And so, what's so great about this gym anyway?
What is being so great about this gym was asking the pretty little lady man. My techniques have helped hundreds become stronger, less pathetic individuals. Of course, no pupil has ever come close to equaling my strength.
Of course.
But all of my customers are walking out that door able to kick their flabby hindquarters at weaklings like you. Take a certain sailor man. I put him on an all-spinach diet. You should see him now.
Actually, I think I have. What's that big machine in the corner?
You are looking at the ultimate piece of bodybuilding equipment, the Pumpotron. Guaranteed to be beating even the most pathetic loser into a powerful specimen of manhood.
Hey, Drew, listen to that. Sounds like there's hope for you after all.
Sorry, Charlie. The equipment is only for club members.
Great. Well, I guess we'll go ahead.
Only. My invitation.
And, we're not invited.
Bingo, puny wimp runt.
What's all the gymnastics stuff for?
That is my personal equipment. I use it to demonstrate my agility and grace.
If you ask me, all those bars and things look kind of dangerous.
To a clumsy, bumbling monkey like you, yes. But for me, my routine is as easy as 1, 2.
Say, Jim, could you possibly do us a small favor?
What is it that you are wanting? Speak, stick figure man.
Well, I was just wondering if maybe Flux and I could see your routine.
All right, I suppose I can be giving you a quick demonstration.
Oh boy, I can hardly be waiting.
You could be famous. I mean, any circus would kill for a dog act like that. Ugh. Well, it's time for us to go. Hey, we must have been here several months in dog years.
Do not be getting attitude, smarty slacks, or I will be having no choice but to pound you into a puddle with teeth.